Phoenix is set to host the first ever Phoenix Global Forum, an event sponsored by Phoenix Sister Cities and the International Economic Forum of the Americas. And for more on the inaugural event, we welcome Rita Marco. She's president and CEO of Phoenix Sister Cities. Good to see you. Thanks for joining.
Oh, thank you.
Give me a better definition. The Phoenix Global Forum, what is that?
So it is a partnership with the International Economic Forum of the Americas, which produces these conferences all across the globe: Toronto, Miami, Montreal, Paris, Buenos Aires. And we wanted to produce a similar event here in Phoenix. It'll be an annual conference. This is the first one. And its intention is to elevate Phoenix's position on the world stage.
And basically what, like societal needs, industry needs, what's the focus here?
Economic development,
yes.
Foreign direct investment. So we tried to focus specifically on those areas that we think Phoenix excels at that people may not be familiar with. Obviously, people know us now for semiconductor because TSMC has put us on that map, but bioscience tech, water and energy, sustainability, aerospace, those may not immediately spring to mind for people when we talk about Phoenix.
Defense doesn't immediately spring to mind, and that's an industry here of note.
Correct. And so we're encompassing that with our aerospace discussion.
Okay, so are you looking to what? Foster innovation? Are you looking for collaboration?
Yes.
Yeah, all of those things.
Yes, absolutely.
Best practices?
Absolutely. And to bring together CEOs, thought leaders, government leaders to explore those possibilities.
I know that I read something about leveraging friend shoring. What is friend shoring?
So I think people have been talking a lot about nearshoring, but nearshoring may not be, maybe a little bit more restrictive. Friendshoring can be anywhere that we have an ally.
So basically nearshoring means working with folks that are near you. Friendshoring means working with folks that are friendly with you.
Correct. Australia, for example.
Yes.
Yes.
When you say working with first, let's say sustainability, we'll stick with that one there. How does this work? Do you have industry experts? Do you have those folks who are more innovative as opposed to those who are more practical and pragmatic? How does it work?
Yes. So let me give you a great example.
Please.
We have a wonderful company here called Bespoke Manufacturing. They are actually going to produce high-end garments on demand in order to keep fashion out of the waste stream. That's a local sustainable practice and it's in a microfactory that people may not be familiar with because they don't think about it being here in Phoenix. So we introduced that to some of our partners around the world.
Yeah. Auto industry, we just talked about earlier in the show about Tesla having to cut back because electric sales are down, and yet it looks like we're heading toward an electric highway here as far as the future is concerned. Mm-hmm. How's the forum looking at that?
So we're actually working with Nikola, and they'll be represented at the forum.
Okay. Reliable, I mean, when you say they're represented at the forum, they got to talk about critical minerals, reliable minerals. That is key to an electric future.
Correct. Freeport-McMoRan will be joining us to talk about that.
Okay. Biotechnology, advances, challenges. What do you got there?
So Dr. Wondesford will be talking about CAMI and immunology. Dr. Gray will be talking about Mayo Clinic. We've just got, again, a wide array of experts coming in to share ideas with each other.
What about water?
Water is a particularly important one because I think, again, people think of Phoenix and think we're all dehydrating. And that's not exactly true, at least not for Phoenix. Other jurisdictions may have problems, but we've got SRP scheduled to come in to talk about water.
So basically you have all these folks getting together to say, what a swell place Phoenix is.
Yes.
How well we've done X, Y, and Z. Are there going to be any panels for we need to do better with A, B, and C?
Well, I think the truth is that we need to do better on all of those fronts. Again, water is a perfect example. We've been very smart with water. That doesn't mean we shouldn't continue to innovate.
What does, and we only got about 30 seconds left here. So this is a forum, it's an inaugural forum, it's getting together, kind of celebrating and highlighting and also looking for best practice. What was done before the forum? How was this accomplished?
I think that it's been industry specific in the past. And this goes across all sectors.
Like silos then, in other words?
Yes, so we're bringing people together to cross-fertilize.
What kind of response have you had so far?
It's been really good. The CEO lineup is quite amazing. My favorite is a woman who's building her own hydrogen airplane. She's a former rocket scientist from NASA.
Well, let's hope so, because that sounds like that's some pretty critical work. May 2nd?
May 2nd at the Arizona Biltmore, phoenixglobalforum.com.
All right, Rita Marco, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.